Hello, everyone, and welcome back. If you have a green card and you're thinking about becoming a U.S. citizen, this video can save you a lot of time and help you avoid costly mistakes. Many people delay their application or even get rejected simply because they don't fully understand the rules. So today, I will break everything down for you in a simple and practical way with real-life examples. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are creating a complete step-by-step walkthrough on how to fill out the N400 application online, so you don't want to miss that. Now, let's start with the most important requirements. First, the age requirement. You must be at least 18 years old at the time you apply. This is simple, but here's a real example. If you are 17 today, even if you meet all other requirements, you still cannot apply yet. Second, green card residency. This is where many people get confused. For most applicants, you must have your green card for at least 5 years. And here is something very important. Your time starts from the exact date on your green card that says resident since. For example, if your green card says June 15th, 2020, you can apply around March 2025, which is 90 days before completing 5 years. Now, if you are married to a U.S. citizen, you may qualify in just 3 years. But there are strict conditions. You must live with your spouse for the full 3 years. Your spouse must be a U.S. citizen for those 3 years, and you must still be married all the way until your oath ceremony. Here's a real example. If you separate or get divorced before your interview or oath, you will lose eligibility under the 3-year rule and move back to the 5-year rule. Third, state residency. You must live in your state for at least 3 months before applying. For example, if you move from Texas to California today, you should wait 3 months before submitting your application. Next, physical presence. This means how much time you actually spent inside the United States. For the 5-year rule, you must be in the U.S. for at least 30 months. For the 3-year rule, 18 months. Here's a practical example. If you travel a lot for work, you need to calculate all the days you were outside the U.S. If those days are too high, you may not qualify yet. You can even check your travel history using your I-94 records. Now, continuous residence. This is different from physical presence. This focuses on long trips. If you leave the U.S. for more than 6 months, USCIS may question your intent. If you leave for more than 1 year, your eligibility clock may reset completely. For example, if you stayed outside the U.S. for 1 year, you may need to wait 4 years and 1 day after returning before applying again. Next, good moral character. There's an important update you need to know. USCIS has changed how they evaluate good moral character. Before, it was mostly about avoiding serious problems, but now they look at your full life picture. This means it's not enough to have no criminal record. You must show that you are a responsible and positive member of society. Things like paying your taxes, having a stable job, supporting your family, being involved in your community, all of these now matter more. At the same time, even small issues like repeated traffic violations or unpaid obligations can raise concerns. The key idea is simple. USCIS is no longer just checking for mistakes. They are asking, does this person truly show good character? So if you're planning to apply, start thinking about your full record, not just avoiding problems.
Next, English and civics test. You must be able to speak, read, and write basic English and pass the civics test. For example, you will be asked questions like, who is the president? What is the Constitution? You only need 6 correct answers out of 10. Next, attachment to the Constitution. This means you agree with U.S. laws and values. Also, very important, never claim to be a U.S. citizen if you are not, and never vote illegally. These can permanently block your citizenship. If you are a male between 18 and 26, you must also register for selective service. And finally, you must follow the law throughout the entire process, even after applying. Now, if you're still unsure about your eligibility, there is a very helpful tool. On the USCIS website, you can click Determine My Eligibility. You answer simple questions about your green card, your marriage, your travel, and your background, and it will tell you if you may qualify. So, to summarize, check your green card date carefully, make sure you meet the time requirement, avoid long trips, stay compliant with taxes and laws, and don't rely on myths. If this video helped you, please like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who is planning to apply. And stay tuned for our full N400 step-by-step guide. Good luck on your journey to becoming a U.S. citizen.